Good evening, guys. Welcome to this video number 131. And in this video, we'll talk about the chart. And I'm actually going to share a very exciting, very fantastic thing about the charts. It's a trick actually which we'll learn today. And let me show you. Let me just quickly give you the demonstration what exactly we're going to prepare. So this is a simple data I am using here. I know it's not exactly the data which we actually have in our offices when we work, but I think we are more focused on the technique and not on the raw data. So what we are doing is actually I have prepared here the drop down, and whatever the company I'll select, you see that in my chart there is an arrow which is changing according to the company I'm selecting. So that really looks very nice, and this is what exactly we are going to learn today, that how you can set up this pointer, right? So whatever the company I'm going to choose from here, this pointer will move to that direction, right? So this is very simple. Let's build this. Let me just copy this, and let's go to this sheet. Now create a simple chart, go to the insert, and go to this column chart and use this stacked column chart. You have to use the stacked column chart. That is something which is mandatory. And give this table the data stored here, and now remove the grid lines from here, and let us remove this and let me just reduce the height of this chart. I think this looks nice, and we can put it somewhere else, maybe somewhere here, and you can reduce the size of this, or you can even delete it. I mean, my motive is not to actually tell you about how you can prepare the chart. For that you can go to my excelvbalover.com website, or maybe you can go to the YouTube channel and you can find out the videos over there under charts category, right? So now what is happening is we need to create a drop down over here. So let's say I'm going to create here the drop down. So I'll press Alt DL, or the data validation. I'll go to the list, and here we'll create that drop down. So once you have the drop down here, let me just give it a color. Now a user can select the company from here, as you can see here, right? So over here we need to add one more header. So let me name this new, and we'll say that if the company this which is in A2, if this is equal to the company which a user is selected, right? So what we want is we want that turnover to be returned, otherwise it should give us space. So that's a simple if function which I'm using here. Now if I drag this down, you see that whatever the company I'll select here, it will automatically be changed there. So now I have E here, so this number is available. So I have simply said that if this is equals to this, whatever I'm going to select, right? I have used the dollar sign here. Pay attention to this $11, so that it should not be changed. If this is equals to this, then what I want is this turnover should reflect, right? So I'm going to change this to C, so this will be reflected in the C. So now what we want is go to your this again, select the chart, go to the design, and in the select data add the another legend, name it new, and you have to add this series. So I'm going to add this series, I'm going to press OK, and due to some strange reasons this my axis always got removed, so I'll have to fix it again. So I'll press OK now, and now let me press OK. So now you can see here that I see this, this different color, which is not the blue one, right? So this color is representing my this C company, which you can see here, 334 and 334. So this portion is for this turnover, and this portion is for this header, which is called the new. And why we don't see for the others, because that in our this the chart, rest of the values are they are showing up blank. So that is why I said in the beginning that it is very much important to use this stacked chart. I'll come to this piece later. First of all, let's finish up this. So go to the insert and choose any of the color which you want to the symbol which you want to choose. Let's say I want to choose this. Maybe you can use this kind of an arrow, right? And give any color you want to give. Let me give this a color, this black one, maybe with the black, but this maybe, you know, this color you can choose. I guess maybe this one also you can choose. Let's give some another color. I'm just trying to see that which color I should choose. I guess this is fine. Maybe this one looks nice, right? Okay, now see what I'm going to do. Copy this, Control C, select and copy it, and select this now tag. When you select this, you see that this entire table will be selected because this is a part of this table, and Control V, just copy it, right? So the moment you do that, your arrow sign will be visible here. And now whenever I will you don't require this now, you can maybe delete this. Now whenever you change the company, see this arrow sign will keep on changing, right? So what is the mechanism behind this? What is the science behind it? Anyways, this doesn't look so nice, so maybe we can put some pointer here. So let me use this one, okay, and let's align this nicely. Let me just make it little straight, right? And let's give this kind of an arrow, okay, and let me just move this little more to the left so that it can look little straight, right? Now copy this, and instead of this arrow, select this and Control V. So this is how this arrow will now show up, right? So whenever I choose a different company, this arrow will take me there. Now you must be wondering that how is it happening? I mean, that's fine. We understood the steps. They are very simple. What exactly it is happening? Let me just take you back. See, we have the two charts. I'm going to build the two charts in front of you. Put your this cursor or maybe over here, and let's insert the chart. Now this time I'm going to use the clustered column chart, remember, right? And I'll select the data, and in my data I'll say that this is my data. So I'm going to press now OK. Now let's just remove this. Now see, understand what is happening here. You have this column chart, and if I'm going to add one more entry over here, let's say we'll add this new portion and we'll add the values over here. See how it is going to form. Can you see that in the background? Let me change this axis to company names ABCDE and press OK. Now see, this is the difference which I am talking about. In the column chart, in the simple column chart, what happens, these numbers, these entries, these legends, you know, comes next to each other. They don't get behind, you know, each other. They don't get stacked, right? However, if I just prepare another chart, maybe over here, let me use this. This time I'll not use this clustered column chart, but I'll use this stacked column chart. I'm pressing this, and in the select data, I'm going to select this entire table. New and turn over both. Press OK. Okay, and so we have some problem here. Let me see what is the problem. Okay, so I guess let us first of all add this. Press OK. Now again select data, and let's add this new, and let's add this, and over here in the horizontal let's add the company. Okay, now let me show you the difference between both the charts. Before that, let's just move this little over here. just give me a second. Actually my mouse is not, this laptops is not working, I mean, so it's not so flexible. I have to struggle a lot actually in moving it, so let's just put it somewhere over here. We don't need this chart, we have already created this chart. So what I actually want to tell you, what is the difference between a stacked chart and the another one which is called the column chart, right? So we have the two charts here, just reduced it this little more, and yeah, sort of this, and now let's keep it here over here. Okay, now see what is the difference between both these charts. Forget about this chart, we are using the same data, but the difference between this is a stacked chart, right? Stacked means it will actually show both the values, both the legends, just above each other. In the one bar you will have the percentage, you will have their contribution. However, in this column chart there will be two different lines. Now suppose if I'm going to add one more line over here, let's say new 1, new 3 maybe, I'm going to enter here some stuff like this. Okay, now let's try to add them. So let's go to the select data, add. This is how you can add, so this might be a new learning for you. Now in this, add this line, see what will happen. Can you see that? Let me edit this back to this ABC DE and press OK. So see the difference, what is happening here. Now since we don't have any value in the new, so that's why it is showing blank, but otherwise you can see that both are separated, right? In the company A you have the data which is called 334 and then again 334 and then 233, so that's why it is showing 3 different bars. But in the next it is not showing up here anything blank, so that's why it is blank. But the point is both the bars are different, right? They are separate. In this case, if I go ahead and add the same stuff, select data and let's add this new 3 header, and over here let's just add these entries and just press OK. And let me change this back to my axis which is ABCD, and perfect. Now you can see the difference very well here, right? You see that I have a different combinations over here. For example, let's just remove this legend. Let me just remove it. I have the 3 colors here, but all the 3 colors are in the same bar graph. They are above each other, right? And in the B we have 445 and 444, so that's why this blue color is actually showing up this 445, which is this turnover, and the rest is 444. This is actually coming just above this where it is where this ends at the point 445. So the idea is you can't use this chart for this technique. So what exactly we are doing is we are saying that this one, when I select this kind of a bar, this bar graph is, we are trying to change this color. Now see, if I change this color to let's say white, you see that this is gone, but it is actually not gone. Okay, so this is what the idea is. Now what I'm doing is I'm actually saying that these bar graphs now should look in a different shape. Let's go ahead and give them a different shape, which is this kind of a arrow, right? So the moment I give them this kind of a arrow, see what will happen. Let me just copy this one. This arrow is already we have got. Copy this, select this. The moment you select, all these bars will be selected, and Control V it. Now you see that here I am having all the arrows. So these arrows were actually the bars. They were actually the part of bar graphs. But this time it is showing as an arrow. So we have just actually changed the shape, nothing else. But in this case, what we did is, instead of, now you see all these arrows because we have the numbers here, all the numbers here. and they represent that number. But indeed, in this case, in this particular situation, only one number is appearing at one time, and that's the trick, right? So what we are saying is we have linked this drop down with this header, and we are saying that whatever the company I'm going to select here, according to that this number will be picked and rest of the numbers will be blank. So eventually what is happening, these all arrows are not going to be shown up because we have just one value, and in this chart there is, you know, at no point in time you will have more than one value, because either you can choose A or B or C or D or E at one time. So whatever you choose, these numbers will reflect, and so this number will reflect, rest of the values will automatically, you know, go into your this go as blank, and so this your arrow will look like, you know, it is only just appearing, there is just a one arrow, but ideally there could be another arrows as well, but we don't have any data over here, so that's why it is not showing up. In this case it is showing because you have all these numbers are available, these numbers I'm talking about, these numbers, right? So that's why what we did is we deleted all these numbers. Now the moment I'm going to delete this number, you can see here, pay attention to this chart, all the numbers are going to be deleted. Can you see that? So now you have just one arrow. So obviously right now I've deleted the numbers, so there is no formula here, but in this case, in my this drop down, I have said that if this company is going to be equals to this company, then give me that turnover. So which means that whenever I will choose this C, the number will appear in front of C, and this is what we have actually trying to show up, right? So this is the trick. Let me just delete that. That's why, you know, before you, I mean, might ask yourself, or maybe you were trying to find it, the reason in the Google, you know, post watching this video, you would, I'm sure, go ahead and try to, you know, you would have actually tried it, that how come, I mean, we are so choosy about this stack chart, why we are not using any other chart? So I guess this is the best chart, because it is actually going to add all the values in just one graph, and it is, you know, going to show you all the values in the proportionate. So that's why we have used this chart, and I hope you like this, you know, the style, the technique, and later on you can format this. I mean, you can definitely go ahead and, you know, you can give this the white font so that nobody should be able to see that what is happening here. And this portion we don't require it, this is just I wanted to explain. You don't require this as well, so just delete that. And over here maybe you can put it somewhere on the top of the chart here, and you can write here select company, and give some nice color over here, right? Maybe you would like to use this Algerian, and this is, maybe I can change this color a little bit, and I can make it Arial black, let's say. Okay, so I mean, that's something which is, I'm leaving it to you. That's your homework actually. Be creative and make this some awesome dashboard, and this really looks very elegant, this arrow sign, right? So that's the end of this video number 131, and before I just end up, I just would like to request you, do subscribe to my channel. This will really help me, and you can go to my channel and you can click on this playlist. Under this playlist you can watch all the videos according to the category, like you have the videos on the VBA if you want to work with the workbooks, if you are looking for the count and sum family function, if you are looking for the VBA in the you know, Excel VBA, when you want to connect your MS Access database, you have the index function, you have the connection outlook with the Excel, and so on, right? You have n number of playlists here. You can watch all these playlists according to these categories, right? And if you're new to my channel, if you're watching this for the first time, go and watch this website as well, excelvbalover.com. You can go to the tutorials, and under this category, watch training course, watch video tutorials. Similarly, go to the VBA training and watch this training course and video tutorials. If you click on the video tutorial, you will be on the video list of the VBAs. So this is all we have the videos for you. Just click on these are all the videos which I have uploaded for you. Click on any video. For example, you want to see this wonderful video on the function, how you can create a function by your name. Like if I want to create a function by my name as Ajay, which should be visible in the Excel, how I can create that. So here we have discussed about one of the biggest limitation about the VLOOKUP, that it cannot pick up the more than 255 characters in a lookup. So we have done this. We have prepared a code which is actually helping us to find out the lookup values even the character goes more than 256, right? So with that said, I guess this is enough for the day, and I hope you have learned today something very exciting, and you can go ahead and you can make your now charts very stylish. And so again, with the same motive, I'll to make you awesome, I'll upload another video very soon, and till then, stay fit and very happy learning. Thank you so much.